Hello, everybody. Hello and
Hey,
welcome. So this is the first time we're putting this together. So thank you, Lord Zath, for joining us on that.
you're welcome, man. No
Um,
problem.
so I realise there's literally hundreds of World Warship CCs out there,
Yep.
and a lot of people may know a couple, may know a few, but you might not know a lot of them or know much about them. So with that in mind, I wrote 8 questions down. Um, Strange and unusual questions that have nothing to do with warships except for 2 of them. But thought we'd throw them out there and let you know, let you, everybody else, let the community know about the actual CCs and who they are, what they do, what they're into. So, with that being said, Lord Zath has very graciously agreed to join us for the very first one to give you a flavour for these. So, thank you very much.
No problem. I'll be your guinea
Not
pig. Good times.
not that I'm jealous or anything, but that hoodie is epic, and I do need to acquire one somehow. So
Oh my God, this thing is so awesome. It's got a Warships contributor patch on the side. It's got the Warships over here. Got that up there. The back's got community contributor on it. My favorite though is this bottom part right there. It says Wargaming St. Petersburg on there. Um,
nice,
Love it.
awesome.
Yeah,
I have to acquire one of those at some point in the future. Right.
absolutely. Well,
So, should we dive into the questions? We said we're going to try and make this quick, not take a lot of everyone's time because we're all, as you can imagine, as CCs, we're all uber busy, both IRL lives as well as the content creation that we do for you as well.
sure.
So, in my infinite wisdom, we have our questions. So, first and foremost, what's the name that everyone knows you by?
Everybody knows me by Lord Zath, Lord_Zath. I guess
And
in Europe
yeah.
it would be Z Alpha, whatever.
Either way, it's Lord Zath, so that's absolutely cool. And your home server is the NA server. Um,
Correct.
any other servers you play on?
No, between doing super test work, between doing CC work, and trying to crank out 3 containers every day, plus the daily cold missions, I just don't have time to
I,
go on to another server. So
not a problem. I'm sure a lot of people are in the same position as well. Um,
probably
how long have you been playing World of Warships?
too long. I'm sorry. Did I say that a lot? I got in at the very end of the closed alpha test, right when they switched to the beta weekends, and
Yep.
then they did the closed beta. So that was like November, December of 2014, I think. So I'm getting towards 6 years of playing this game.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah. I was lucky enough. I got in just as the Kitakami came in when they closed alpha. So I remember the days of hashtag bring back Kitakama.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What other games outside of World of Warships can we find you on?
I enjoy strategy games, so Civilization 6 right now is turning into something that I'm kind of getting addicted back into. Um, I love other kind of strategy games too, like the Total War series. So I'll play like Rome 2 Total War or Shogun 2 Total War is a lot of fun. I also enjoy Valkyria Chronicles, which I think needs a little bit more attention than most people give it. It's a fantastic game. Um, and then sometimes, like when I get that feeling of nostalgia, I'll go back into my Super Nintendo and play Pacific Theater of Operations, which was what got me into naval warfare and naval history in the first place back in the 1990s.
Wow.
And I know it's crazy to think about, right? And so sometimes when I feel nostalgic, I'll start playing PTO 1, 2, and 4. Ace Combat's another series that I love playing too.
Fantastic. Yeah, the Ace Combats I always found are quite good. I mean, I do like a
Hmm.
bit of combat sims myself. That's quite good fun. Still need
Yeah.
the new joystick though for that. So at the minute, I'm a keyboard and mouse peasant for those.
Hmm.
Not good. So, how would you
Yeah.
describe your content, by the way? What's the flavour of Lord Zath's content? I mean, I must admit, I do drop in and watch you and watch the replay theatre, which I find very, very interesting myself. It actually helps me a lot as well. So, I'll let you describe it a bit more though.
Well, like TC was mentioning there, I run Zaths Replay Theater. We stream now I've been thanks to COVID, I'm at home more and I'm able to stream more often. So I stream Central Standard Time, so that's Chicago, Illinois time, which I think is what? Well, it's 7 hours behind Europe and 6 hours behind the UK. So I start at on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. Central until 6 p.m. Central, and then on Sundays from 12 p.m. noon Central until 6 p.m. Central, with the occasional extension by 30 minutes or so with spousal approval.
Always got to ask the boss.
Oh, you better believe it, yeah. But my whole goal is to help players improve their experience in Warships by learning the game. And so I'll take replays that are submitted by anybody. I don't really care. They could be people that are famous. They could be other CCs. They could be people that nobody's ever heard of. They could be a person that literally started playing the game that day and wants some feedback. I don't care. It could be co-op, could be random, could be a training room. I've actually, believe it or not, done a few games that are training room games, which is crazy to think about. And I literally just kind of sit there and look at the replay from the perspective of you, the player, and I give you feedback on what's going on, what I'm noticing, what I'm seeing on the mini map, what I'm seeing team-wise, composition, your positioning, your ammunition selection, your target priorities, target selection, use of consumables, flags, all that kind of stuff. And so, like, I don't preview these videos at all, or these replays. I literally put them in and we watch together. All, however many of us that are in the stream, sometimes up to 300, even more sometimes, who knows. But it's really nice because it's not just me going through and commenting on what's going on. Oftentimes, other players are also commenting, some of whom are, you know, unicoms, some of whom aren't unicoms. It doesn't really matter. But they're also asking questions too. You know, why didn't you do this, or how does this work out? We've been talking lately a lot about the armor viewer and how you can use that to help you understand things for the game and stuff. So there's a lot of good positive vibes that come off of the channel. I'm not there to tear anybody down. I'm not there to make fun of anybody for the decisions they make, because, you know, I mean, they're sending me their replay. They're taking a big risk by sending it to me, and I, of course, have to honor and respect that level of trust that they're putting in me to display their game.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's a wonderful formative experience for all players.
I can definitely second what you said there, because whenever I've been in the channel, and you know, I don't even type. I just like to sit and almost silently lurk and watch, just to see how it all goes through and just see the thought process and absorb the information that's coming out. Because, you know, we sit. It's good to sit and watch and just and get that, you know, that 2020 hindsight vision of what might you have missed while you're playing, and to actually just have that pulled out and, you know, say, well, yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't see that. I can keep an eye on that next time. It's absolutely phenomenal. And like you said, you do it in such a polite, such a chilled way. It's brilliant to watch. Because, like I said, there's no salt, there's no. It's just dead clear, dead understand, dead simple, dead respectful. And even the guys in chat, absolutely, absolutely spot on as well.
One of my favorite experiences doing replay theater, I did a player gathering, and I met one of the players who had submitted a replay to me, and I think it was like in North Carolina or something. He sent this replay to me, and it was probably the best game he'd ever had, and he felt it was one of those perfect games where he did everything beautifully. And he told me, but when I met with him, he said, I sent you the perfect game, and you found so many things that I did wrong. And it was so cool to be able to hear him say that, because so often we have, you know, all these variables that come together to make what we think is a perfect game. But what we forget is that sometimes there's luck involved. There's, you know, whether it could be a position mistake that you recovered from or something like that allowed you to take advantage of a situation and have that awesome game. So to be able to give that player that feedback and hear that player come back to me and say, you know, you tore apart my replay, you found all these things that I didn't even think about, and I still really had a great game, but now I'm thinking about this as I'm playing the game. Like, that's the whole reason I'm here. Awesome. So that was tremendous fun. Yeah. And you talked about the community, man. When we did the King of the Sea International Finals, Wargaming. I was streaming to Wargaming's live main channel, and they allowed me to stream to my own personal Twitch as well, twitch.tv/Lord Zath. And I was watching the comments, and people were like, God, I love being in this channel because it's so much more calm compared to the main where there's people spamming chat and all that kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It was so cool to see people saying that they felt better just being in my channel. So
yeah,
it's awesome.
Definitely. I'm absolutely totally agree with everything you said there. That's great. So, next few questions are kind of off the wall. What quote will be on your school yearbook?
Now, I wasn't sure on your question. Do you mean if I were to have a school yearbook now? Like
Yeah.
signed by viewers and other CCs and stuff like that?
From you. From Lord Zath, what would be Lord Zath's quote in his school yearbook as you left?
My quote would be "Death Pick."
Okay. I'm going to ask the obvious question here because what? what do we mean by death pick?
So one of the things that I'm becoming known for on my channel is when people send me replays, if they die, I pause the game and I'll take death pics. I will take pictures of their ship exploding with the fireballs and the smoke and all that kind of stuff, and we'll literally watch that player sink. I'll take pictures every way, and I'll post them on Twitter, and I'll use one of those death pics as my main cover picture for that stream. And it's really nice because we often forget about the level of detail and the modeling in the game. Because when we play the game, right, and we die, well, we're not saying, oh, look at that pretty explosion. We're frustrated, right? We're frustrated because maybe the team wasn't helping me, or maybe I, overextended and I don't understand how I, got blabbed or whatever. And, so when you die, you're not looking at the beauty that is the game. So one of the reasons why I do the death picks is to force people to just kind of take a step back from the game for a second and just enjoy what we can see now. And especially since we can go underwater, we literally watch the ships as they sink. And I'll tell you what, yesterday's stream, we had a ram, which was like a double. But then we got to watch as the two ships slowly sank together. That was just so freaking awesome. So the first quote would be death pick, and then the second one that I'm starting to become known by is butt anchor. Because I don't know, when we talk about ships and models and stuff, I always like to highlight when there's a butt anchor because I think they look funny.
So you spent a lot of time looking at the back of the Moskva and the back of the Kutyov and all these kind of ships.
Yeah, especially all the new test ships, the work in progress ones. I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh, there's a butt anchor. That means it's a good ship.
Oh dear. I will say I've seen some of those pictures on Twitter, by the way. They look absolutely stunning. So yeah, just as before, guys, all of Zath's details will be in the description below as well. His Twitch, his Twitter, and his YouTube as well. So you'll be able to go and enjoy them in all the high def glory.
I love photography, and so I get the opportunity to turn that creativity loose in the game, and that's so nice. I used to do all the screenshots for the wiki, and unfortunately something had to give, so I had to slow down with that. But it gives me the chance to still go back and do screenshots and have fun with it, so I love it.
Nice. So, next question. Favorite band or song?
That would probably have to be Foo Fighters. I love their sound. I love the music that they do. I had the distinct pleasure and honor of going to one of their concerts in Chicago's Wrigley Field 2 summers ago, and to just feel like the vibrations, because they always over amplify everything and the bass and all that, and just to sit there and feel the song coursing through my bones. I mean, it's just something I'm never gonna have happen again. I try it all the time in my home theater setup, and I mean, it's not the same, and my wife complains all the time, so I have to be careful not to do it too often. But like when Everlong came on, oh my god, it was
awesome.
Surreal. Yeah.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, Wrigley Field, that's the home of the Cubs, isn't it?
Correct.
Hey,
yep.
I knew something about Chicago. I know something about Chicago other than pizza.
Well, that's the important part. So you knew the right thing. And if you look on my Twitter, you'll see pictures of pizza,
Deep
real
dish,
pizza.
yeah,
We're not.
yeah, proper deep dish pizza with the cheese on the bottom and the marinara sauce on the top.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the kid from the UK knows something. Right. This is one that could go horribly wrong, but then again, who cares? What's the worst dad joke that we can that's usable without bleeping?
You know, to be honest, and I told you in my response, I couldn't think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I do a lot of silly, stupid puns. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I might have to just pass on this one for right now because I just can't think of one off the top of my head. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Dad jokes are normally the ones that everyone wants to forget, or when they hear them, it's like, oh my god.
Very true.
Yep, that's true. I mean, I think you probably had the unusual aspects of seeing the Hub games in my chat, and yeah, Hub is well known for questionable jokes at best. So yeah, if you ever want to know any bad dad jokes, we'll point Hub, and he can take the blame for that.
There you go.
And final thing is, where can people find you and your content?
So the easiest to find me is on Twitch, twitch.tv/Lord_Zath. So LORD_ZATH. YouTube.com/Lord_Zath again. And Twitter.com/LordZath with no underscore this time because Twitter does not allow for underscores or spaces.
Awesome.
So, LORDZATH. And you can also, if you want to send in a replay of your own, you can email me. It's lordzathna, all one word, @gmail.com. So LORDZATHNA @gmail.com. And I've got my Discord invite pretty much in all of the content that I put together. So find one of them and jump in my Discord that way.
Awesome.
I'll send it to you, TC, and you can paste it down there. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read anything right now.
No problem. We'll sort that out for you. So, yeah, thank you very much for joining us on the very first one of these, Zath. Guys, links in the description, as always, for Zath's content. Please go ahead, check him out, give him a follow, give a sub to his YouTube channel, and obviously give him a follow on Twitter as well so you can catch more of those death pics. Thank you, Zath, for joining us on this. Fingers crossed. We'll see what it's like. But
yeah,
boom. That's it from me.
Sounds great, guys. Yeah, feel free to come drop by if you want. And when I'm live on Twitch, I'm typically hanging out in my Discord and a voice channel. I have people that drop by all the time and say hi, and we just talk, shoot the ship, do whatever, and we cover stuff, and it's been a tremendous fun. When we talk about social distancing, and you were just talking, TC, about being cooped up at home and everything.
Yeah.
Like I find Twitch streaming is just such a nice way for me to kind of put myself out there and interact with people in real time, in a way that I simply can't now anyways. So it's just really nice to be able to do this. Yeah.
Totally agree with you. It's something that's helping a lot of people get through what is a very difficult time. Because who think you'd miss going to the shop and going getting your haircut and stuff like that so much? It's absolutely bonkers how much you miss what is a normal thing, and how when you can't do it. It's So just remember, everyone, stay safe, stay home. Keep yourself safe,
wash
and wash them. 20-second wash. Anyway, well, thank you very much, Zath. It's been awesome. I really do appreciate you taking this time out. And
hey, thanks for doing this and volunteering your time to put all this stuff together. And I hope to meet you someday. I think it'd be fun.
Well, work in progress. Progress.
Always.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you all in the next one, guys.
All right.